I'm trying to type. Candling eggs. Type. Whoops. Didn't want to finish.
People's watching now.
Hey Kay, amateur hour here. I'm trying to figure out how to type on this silly thing. All right, well, let's just start. So after a couple of false starts on having a video about candling eggs, we're going to finally do the candling eggs thing here. So what we're using here are 5 Nurture the Right 360 incubators. If you're ever looking to buy an incubator to raise your own eggs, this is not a hard thing to do. It's something that you can do at home. These are pretty easy to set up. The instructions on them are really clear. If you're looking for one in a store, boxes of them look like that up there. You can buy these at Tractor Supply, or basically anywhere that sells animal feed would probably have these Nurture Right 360 incubators. Of a Nurture Right 360 incubator are that the menu button is this one. Before you set it up the first time, and I can't do this right now because it will reset it, you have to hold down menu and minus, and you hold it for 5 seconds until it makes a hideous noise, and then that is how you factory reset your Nurture Right 360. The egg candling thing is this: you just push that button to light it up, and we're going to go through that in more detail here in a few minutes because that's what this video is going to be about. And before you're done setting up, you want to push both buttons to force your egg rotator point down. To force your egg rotator to turn your eggs to make sure that it rotates freely. And then while the eggs are incubating, you can at any point walk up and push this menu button, and it will tell you how many days are left to hatch. Depending on the breed of bird that you are incubating, you may need to adjust the number of days to hatch. And automatically, when it gets down to 3 days left, it'll stop running the egg turner. And you'll take the turner tray out so the baby chickens don't trip over it when they hatch out or get stuck. How many people are watching so far?
13.
Okay, that might be all that's going to watch, so we'll just go right ahead. So we have
16 now.
We have various breeds of chickens here. So when you're looking at the eggs that are in these incubators, these were all started on the same day. The medium color brown ones right here are lavender Orpingtons. The weird color ones right here are Easter Egger crossed with French Copper Marans. The dark brown ones here are all French Copper Maran eggs. The light brown ones here are Buff Lace Brahma chickens. And the white ones are Tolbent Polish. What we're going to candle today are the Tolbent Polish eggs. And the reason that I'm choosing to do the Tolbent Polish eggs for the video is because the white eggs are the easiest to see through. I will show you what a couple other ones look like towards the end of the video, but honestly with the French Coppers, we are not going to see much. For that to work at all, you need to be in an utterly dark room. And we're going to turn the lights off here in a minute so that you'll be able to see better as we candle the eggs. And I'll just kind of go through this with you. Is anybody asking questions on there that I need to answer?
Oh no, there's 23 people. Okay, say hi.
Hi, Kay. If anybody has a question, you can just type it, and my cameraman here, Mr. Vladik, will read me the question. I'll answer it the best I can, if I know. All right, so I'm going to turn the lights out here, and we're going to start to candle some eggs. So since we have multiple incubators here, so that I don't have to keep lifting and setting back this top, we're just going to turn the light on this one and take the eggs from over here to look at them on this one. We're going to do all 22 eggs that are in this one so we can have an idea what our hatch rate is going to look like. Last set of eggs that I did, we had 20 out of 22 that hatched, so that's a pretty good hatch rate. Earlier this year, my first hatch of the year, I had a really bad hatch rate, like 5 out of 22. And that was, I believe, because I hadn't had the rooster in with the hens for long enough. More to follow that on some posts later. Amateur stupid mistake, honestly. But anyway, so here we go. We're gonna candle some eggs, and I'm trying not to trip over my tortoises here. The tortoises would be outside in the daytime, but it's kind of cold out for them right now, so they're still staying inside. So you take the top off of your incubator right here, and then you just pick an egg to start with. So what we're looking for on these eggs, Mr. Vladik can hold the camera there. So you can see here that it is clear, clear, and then see the dark spot right here? That is where the chick is forming inside of the egg. So that means that this egg is fertile and it has a baby chick growing inside of it. The next time that we candle the eggs, if you check back with us in about 5 or 6 more days, the next thing you're going to see is veining going all through the egg. There will be just veins growing all through the egg. And so there's 1 out of 22 good. And here's another one. You can see the dark, and that's sand. You can see the light side here, and as we turn it around, you see where it turns dark. That's where the chick is forming inside of the egg. So that's 2 good. And this one is a really light colored egg, and that is super easy to see. You can see right there that that is very clearly a chick forming inside, and that is the chick's eye. So you're seeing the chick's eyeball right there. And so that's 3 of 3 good so far. And that is 4 of 4 good. You can see this one pretty well. There's the light colored side. There's the dark colored side. That's where the chicken is forming inside of the egg. So that's 4 good out of 4. This is 5 good out of 4. You can see right there, there's the chicken's eyeball. Here's some of that veining I was talking about that's starting to go all through this egg. So that's 5 out of 5 good. We're having a pretty good day here so far. That's 6 out of 6 good. You can very clearly see the veining in this one. And that's the eyeball right there. And you can see on the other side that it's still all clear, because the chick that's inside of this egg is still very small. It's in the very early stages. So that's 6 of 6 so far that we're good. That is 7 good. That is 8 good. As you see right there, the veins on this one are starting to grow into the light colored area. See, all this is really light colored. See, this is the dark colored area. That's where your chick is inside. But you can see this one, the veins starting to grow through. Wow, our incubator just auto-rotated. Fortunately, I have 2 brown eggs in there, so I still know where I was. There's another one good. There's the clear side. There's veining starting. And there's our baby chick. And there's the eyeball right there. 9 good. Alright, so this one is questionable. Well, no, it's good. This is where it's starting to grow right there. There's your dark spot right there. But this one, I'm kind of questionable if that one is going to actually hatch. It looks like it started and then didn't continue, because you can clearly see that this one is very far behind the other eggs. But because there is activity in it, we know that at least it was fertile and it has started, so we'll just have to check back on that one later. And there's another very clearly good. There's the dark. There's the light. There's veining going through it. So that one is very obviously good. Here comes another one. And this one is bad. So this is what a bad egg looks like. What you see up here floating around the top is just the yolk of the egg. That is not a chick. You can, oh, my light went out. All right, so there's no veining in this anywhere. There's no clear dark spot where the chick is. It's not down the side at all. So this is just the yolk of the egg up top. Normally I would throw this away, but I intend to do this again in a few days. And the difference between bad and good will be even more clear, but we wouldn't want to leave this in until hatch date, because eventually it could start to turn rotten. So what I'm going to do, since I have 2 questionables here, I've got 2 brown eggs in my incubator right here, and I'm going to put that one that I said was clearly bad and the other one that I said was questionable. right next, that was the one that was questionable right there. I'm gonna set those two next to the brown eggs so I can remember where I had two that weren't good before, or one questionable, one obviously bad. All right, this is another one that's very obviously good. You can see this clear all through here, and then see all this dark. This is the baby chicken forming inside of the egg. There's the veining that's starting to go out into the clear areas. There's a big vein that's going all across the clear side. Here is another one, very clearly good. So you can see that right here it's clear. Hey, can somebody throw me a comment and tell me if this is showing up as well for you as it is for me? I'm thinking that everybody can see what I'm doing here, but if somebody could throw a comment just to say yay or nay if it's working. So clear, dark, eye, veining, that's a good egg. And here's another one good. You see anybody making a comment there, Vladik?
No.
I don't have my reading glasses on that I can see.
No. Deb said hi. I think so. That's cool.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll just keep going. I'm assuming that people can see this. So
Well,
there's the clear, there's the veining, there's the dark. So that one also is good. And this is another one that's very clearly good. Here's veining going into the lighter section. Here's the eye. Here's more dark part. So that's another one that's very clearly good. And we got 5 left here. So far we're having a good experience. So here we have the veining going down into the clear areas. Here we've got the baby chick. There's the eye. So that's another good egg. And I'm trying to be quick here because we want to get the cover back on this and get the temperature and the humidity back up quickly. That's another one with the veining really clear inside of it. It's another good one. Here is another, and this one also is very good. This is all the veining going up into the clear areas. There's the baby chick.
Somebody texted.
There's more veining.
Somebody texted that still works for us.
Oh, good. All right. Thanks for telling us that, whoever that was.
No, not comment. Somebody texted your number.
Oh, okay. All right. So now we're looking at a brown egg, and you can see that it is really hard to see through this egg. But if you can zoom in right there, you can see a dark spot that is probably an eye. And then as you turn around, let me flip this over. So that is how much harder it is to see a brown egg than a white egg. But you can see right there, there's the chicken, there's the light side, here's some veining, so this egg is good, but it is a whole lot harder to see the eggs that are brown. This is the only other brown egg that we had in this incubator, and this one I can't see through at all. Let me see here, maybe if we go to the other end. So I'm trying to block the ambient light that's coming around the bottom of the egg here. And
Looks like that's the dark spot right here. Right there.
you see it?
Looks like it. Right there.
Yeah, right there I can see there's the open, there's the dark. But these brown ones are really hard to see. All right, guys, so we're done candling the eggs. So now we're gonna get the incubator set back the way that it needs to be. And when you close up these incubators, you have to rotate the top like this. Here, this is wrong. And when it clicks in like that, that's when the incubator is set and ready to go. And this one should take only 2 or 3 minutes to come back up to normal temperature and humidity. That's why we're trying to be quick on this. And then since we've just had a bunch of eggs out, we want to make sure that it will still rotate freely. So we're just gonna give it a little shot right there. And yes, they do rotate around pretty good. And do we still have people that are watching?
14 people.
All right, does somebody give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down? If you want to see me go through a second incubator, we can do that. But if not, I mean, we're just going to be doing the same thing we just did. So anybody want to give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down on go for another incubator?
12 people.
Somebody said thumbs up?
No.
No? Alright guys, so that is how you candle eggs, and this is how you work the Nurture Right 360 incubators. I hope you learned something, maybe had a little fun on this video. Tune in with us another time. In about 5 or 6 days we will do this again, and I will try to post more than 20 minutes advance next time so that you could have a little bit of advance warning when we're going to do this. And the eggs will look a whole lot different next time than they did this time. Hope to see you all again soon. CodyRiversideFarm.com. Bye.